Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. I'm OP, and in today's episode we'll be going over some of the best highlights from today's LCK 2024 Spring Split matchup. Without further ado, let's dive straight into the action.
Is just checking in to see whether there is going to be an all-in or something like that, but that's optimism,
yeah,
to say the least.
I'm not feeling it right now, to be honest. The most exciting part was when Kingen went down and got into the jungle.
Actually managed to push Lucid away from this. And by the looks of things, Lucid not going to be able to offer anything as far as deterrence. So Cuz going to be able to grab both the, the Void buffs and this Hextech Drake to start.
Yeah, put as much of a shove into a turret as he can, then runs around trying to do things. Lucid might try to make a play here mid. Bulldog still has flash.
Yep, rocks it down. There's the flash kick, and Bulldog is really dead, guys. Beautiful first blood goes to Dplus, and Lucid's first play looking pretty good. They are still going to be able to grab the last remaining bubs, so that does mean that we will see Kwangdong Freecs with the Void Might assistance on their shove. That's if they're able to actually get towards these turrets.
Yeah.
Because and Cuz might be able to return the favor here towards his top side. Cullen going to be utilized, but let's check this out and see whether Kingen can survive. Teleport going to be used from Showmaker to try and get himself in here to help out, and he does make it towards the top lane. Dawning Shadow.
First, that's not the big spike, but it is a small one.
As Lucid is going to look to come over. Blast Cone gets himself out of there. Not going to be kicking anyone just yet. I was thinking that maybe that would be a play, but there weren't anyone around. There wasn't anyone around, if I was going to say it correctly. His chain is going to connect onto Bull. Showmaker almost gets it. Wow! That pickoff was incredible from Andil. And there goes Kellen. But now, Cuz looking to pop off into that backline. He picks up the kill on the Lucian. Aiming can't do anything, and Kwangdong Freecs just demolished Dplus.
Yeah, the Dragon is secured as well, and this composition is so good.
Yeah. Kwangdong Freecs now realizing the most important member down a summoner, as Lucid does end up going in, but then he gets dove on, makes his way out, but now it's Dudu's turn. Dawning Shadow helps out, and Cuz locks down the kill, and now he's the Lee Sin. It's a double, make it a triple as Dudu picks up that kill. 6-1 is the scoreline, and Kwangdong Freecs are demolishing them.
And Dplus are in big trouble now. I mean, this is a turret going down in mid. With all those Void Grubs, they can just demolish it so quickly here. And man, oh man, are Kwangdong Freecs playing extremely fights that Dplus aren't starting off on their footing. They're not in control of any of these objectives. I mean, now Herald goes over. They just have the whole rift. I mean, the Senna is walking up to enter.
Yeah, and now Showmaker is looking for Bull. He mimics over, and Bull's taking a lot of damage. He will get snared. Dawning Shadow comes in. Lucid trying to get the fight happening onto Andil here as Showmaker finishes the job. There's the kick for the mini stun into the wall, and now Andil, not a lot of places to go. Flash out from Lucid as Showmaker connects the chains, but Cuz is there with the stun. Dplus in the area. Control Ward does go into the pit. And Showmaker finds Bulldog. The chains are going to land, and those rocks do absolutely nothing. Over the wall he goes, and there's the kill from Lucid. I love this. The hit squad of Dplus trying to pull themselves back.
Will cost them this inner turret in mid. Finally goes down.
Still working 100% for Kwangdong Freecs. And I think even if some things have potentially gone wrong macro-wise, they have still got so many of these objectives. This is going to be the first one for Dplus, and Cuz looks for the steal, doesn't manage to get it. Fire kick is decent to try and push away this Viego. They're able to keep them at arm's length. Nicely played there from
Dudu out of the top lane a little bit there, but he doesn't really mind. They're getting a Dragon for free.
Yeah.
And Dplus just aren't even here. It's a one-team show right now. I mean, there's nowhere for them to make a play. It's actually insane how little this comp can do against Kwangdong Freecs' lead.
Well, now, Andil and Bull both potentially out of position as all good flash from Bull avoids Lucid's kick. And Andil looking to try and turn it. Depth charge comes in. Lucid's the target here as he has to get himself out of there. Nice redemption from Kellen to keep them healthy, but the rest of Kwangdong Freecs are still coming. Weaver's Wall comes in, and Showmaker presses double.
Of you to assume he'll have enough time to get the money to buy an item like that at his fourth at this point in the game. I don't know.
Well, Hookie's going to connect onto the Udyr, who runs away and continues running. Dudu on the flank angle, though. His shield is going to be broken. Kingen still going to get hooked back. The ulti from Kellen trying to save him. No one's died really just yet as Showmaker looks for Cuz. Burning ticked down. And now Lucid able to get himself out of there. The Culling doing so much work, and Dplus just sort of out-sustaining in this fight. The chains not going to be able to find their mark. Kwangdong Freecs, I mean, they just take so much damage because, unfortunately, not as tanky as the rest, and now Showmaker is looking to corral.
This is, you know, a little bit of a forced fight here for Kwangdong Freecs. I think they didn't absolutely need to rush Dudu in like that. Now some of that gold coming up here for Dplus. They will be able to get the Dragon for free as well. And at a critical juncture, that's a ton of money here to Dplus.
Well, Cuz is looking to try and kill Kingen, who is, I think, dead, guys. Yep, not going to go anywhere at all. Does have a big old shield. It's going to take some time, but he is still dead. Dudu collects it. And now Dplus, gold lead not going anywhere here for Kwangdong Freecs despite losing that Drake. Oh, there's a flash kick onto Bulldog. Seismic shove going to move him a little bit, but otherwise not too much. Somehow it's Emilio that gets the kill. Gonna have to get detectives onto that.
Rise miraculously, but he doesn't have flash now, so watch Andil. He is constantly fishing. He is always looking here. And now they're going to just cut him out.
Yeah, Weaver's Wall coming on in here. Seismic shove throws Kingen over. He is tanking for a really long time, and in fact, he's able to walk it off. Sometimes you just walk it up, I don't know. Kellen, not quite so lucky, and now the Drake should be secured. Mountain Soul for this team that already looked borderline unkillable.
And Andil is just never going to take damage as Kingen wants to find his way out here with Lucid.
Should be able to outsmite a Viego. And that's why Kwangdong Freecs, they're looking for a turn. They want to make sure that this is a guaranteed Baron. And Showmaker able to distort his way out. Dudu keeping him in position. And the Baron, all the while, is going lower and lower. Now Dudu with the World Ender is going to try and stop them, and they're not going to be able to get over here. This Baron is going to Kwangdong Freecs. It's a beautiful Baron play as well. And yeah, you might sacrifice a GA, but maybe they could still win the team fight. It's Kingen in that front line trying to tank it up, but the Emilio once again explodes. They take down the Aatrox, but at what cost, ladies and gentlemen? Cuz still taking damage. His aiming is somewhat free hitting, but there's resets are going to come through. Cuz able to get himself over towards the Dawning Shadow as the double kill comes forward, and Showmaker, he's not going to be able to do anything. Cuz and him swap positions. The flash comes through. Cuz almost manages to get it as there's the flash in. The ace comes down, and Kwangdong Freecs will take game one.
Revenge of Bulldog getting bullied by him in lane. He's the one to get the final blow there. Kwangdong Freecs with a massive win here. Great Baron take. Andil and Dudu just hold the door 2v5. They burn it down, win the subsequent play, and take out the Nexus. What a win. One of the cleaner games we've seen from Kwangdong. Sure, there were some hesitations in the mid to late game, but a great draft. And it's one of the old classic pairings with Emilio because, as you say, you can basically shoot from a screen away when the W is on you. Does a ton of damage, but also relatively, Cuz is going to make his way through mid to get that top scuttle.
Yeah, seeing where the Showmaker wants to head over and catches him out of the air. Not able to quite get the stun though, and does get the flash. Great seismic shove placement there from Bulldog, using the very last of his mana in order to get it. Cuz comes on over. That was really nice.
That was like catching a fly with chopsticks. Okay. Test here by Cuz, see if he can steal.
Yep. Lucid's going to be able to take one of them. Seismic shove, not going to really find the mark there. Showmaker moving on in. I don't know whether Cuz can really do too much about this. Arcane Assault gets Lucid in there. Cuz going to eat some honey fruit, not really taking too much damage, and they're not going to give this one away. Showmaker just throwing up the dumb one 2020.
Honey fruit coming in here as well. It's just so hard to actually stop the Bulldog is backing to just grab a dragon. So Showmaker put enough pressure on there. Bulldog backs. It doesn't have teleport. This is just a free dragon. So finally Dplus. I don't know what they said in the coaching booth there, but talking about controlling early objectives they did not do in game one. They're turning that on its head this time, securing all of the grubs and now the dragons. So big departure from what we saw last time around. Ult and just teleported back to lane. Now this aggression is not over, however. Lucid did not commit his ultimate.
Yeah, living artillery coming down here as Lucid now looking for Bull. They know the flash is available. Permafrost comes down though. Immediately the cleanse comes in, but that is the first kill for this Kog'Maw. Also gets a plate on the way out as Bulldog trying to do the same in the mid lane, but Dplus a much better early game this time around as they go even on grubs.
Yeah, from Bulldog, and they really want this dragon, and this is exactly the type of aggression you need to do to make this composition get value before it times out. So, you know, I was just saying moments before this, they really need to make a play happen on Dragon. They need to be aggressive. They need to be proactive, and they certainly were. And Bulldog grabs a second plate on this Talia. I mean, it's small margins. You know, will be Bulldog, but eventually goes down there with Cannon Waves, nothing too big. As Herald.
Oh, Lucid. Ah, dear. He's very young, so driving may not necessarily be his forte. And then Shelly is in fact just not going to charge.
Hit by those long-range shots either. Now, this next fight...
Okay, well, that's just a dead Dudu. Didn't have flash, didn't have any way out, and Cuz also now in trouble. Look at the damage from aiming. Living artillery flying over, the tidal wave is going to get Cuz out of there, and now Bull looking to try and get even more aggressive. Keeper's verdict comes down, gets rid of the Kog'Maw, and that is all the damage now. Missing, Kellen has to flash. And sorry, the Kog'Maw stay to provide that extra front line as well, but Weaver's Wall, you were talking about, that is going to be the important thing, can break off a lot of these targets. Aiming, no flash, no way to get over this wall whatsoever. Living artillery means that he doesn't really need to worry about it too much, but the Infernal Chains come in. Kingen tanking up a lot as now Lucid wanting to try and get this 50-50. Can he actually take it away? The answer's no, Cuz just too cool. Able to take this Smite fight his way.
Health bar is low here. I like this Dplus just trying to force something.
All right, there is the fadeaway jump shot from Lucid. Looks for Andil. He gets blown away. And now Dudu getting into that front line. Lucid will go down a 1-for-1. But not exactly the main characters being taken away on either side. Dplus get themselves back towards...
So that last fight, I feel like, Kwangdong Freecs is... I may have to hold my thought on this, might have a dive.
Yeah, Bull taking a fair bit of damage here as in comes Cuz. Seismic shove on that 2 from Bulldog! And that gets rid of Showmaker. Kingen now running for his life. Thankfully he doesn't have a dash, doesn't need to worry about it, and can run pretty quickly. But my goodness, that was the play they were looking for from Bulldog.
Absolutely.
The gold now. That might be extended though, because we can see Dudu for a little bit of a back, and aiming is going to be able to stop it. Living artillery, of course, pretty frustrating there. As aiming takes up 2 turret shots.
He might die.
And then, yeah, he's going to get flashed on.
Yikes!
That's
and they get Baron!
And a Baron.
Atlas, it might be happening. The upset might be happening, Atlas. Warning.
It certainly might, but with how Dplus are playing today, is it an upset? I don't know. I looked at the Korean Preds. They knew it was a 50-50 on their side. And this Baron is going down extraordinarily low. Lucid, can you be the hero as Glacial Prison does get in there? He gets over the wall. It's pretty low, but there's the verdict. And the verdict is that the Baron does go to Cuz.
What a decisive call from Kwangdong. Huge.
The map is getting smaller and smaller for these guys as Lucid wants to be able to get himself out of there, or does he? Seismic shove comes through once again. Showmaker's over the wall. He can't shoot anyone though. And now Lucid just going to get charged. They do a fair bit of damage. There's a flash over. Lucid still alive, but Bull able to get him with a double tap, and aiming has to flash as well. Another seismic shove from Bulldog.
Look at Bull's face!
Man.
Look at his face as well. He knows it, man. This is such good, clean team play from
Kwangdong Freecs, because this one, I'm seeing they found the checklist, right? Like they are suffocating them out. They are keeping up the pressure. And Cuz is looking for another keeper's verdict. Seismic shove is going to allow them to get Lucid out of there. Might buy them a window. And they only need a window in order to take down these turrets.
I mean, no Dragon for 3 minutes, no Baron for 2. Give you room to breathe. If aiming actually gets caught a little bit better over that Weaver Swarm, he goes down. Speaking of going down.
Yeah, Dudu is going to have to press his ultimate button. Kingen's going to come on over as well. They have a fair bit of CC in this area, and Dudu will be taken out. So there is a little pick for Dplus.
Yeah, Dudu's playing a little bit.
Potential soul on the side of Kwangdong Freecs.
If Kingen is here, they have an easy time defending this turret. He's not.
Well, Bulldog is going to get hit by a few buttons, because so tanky. There is no chance he's going down anytime soon, and some bounty gold now picked up, so that's a little bit more. Bull now looking for Showmaker, who just rocket jumps away. Extra movement speed, of course, Nami helping out there as Showmaker gets himself a bit of a massage. Oh God, he almost dies.
If he
does find the shove here onto Lucid, and he throws out the ultimate. They're looking for Cuz, but he's not the target that they want. Bull able to stand up and say, get away from my poppy. That is going to be something that Dplus listened to. You see Showmaker just wanting to get these autos off, but the way Bull's weaving is actually so good. And now Kingen possibly going to get evicted from the area, but no, it's just going to be a free soul.
I mean, that's Hextech Soul. That's Hextech Soul. You can't just let that go over. But they were just completely zoned by Bull. Nothing else, and they don't. They got nothing else, and he just pushes them away. They control the choke point, and then Cuz just spins around and doesn't commit ult. Now he can use it to defend Baron.
Yeah, and now they have to face check, and Kingen has to try and run away. The seismic shove doesn't find him there, and these 80 carries just can't do anything. There's the knock up from Cuz, and Kwangdong Freecs 3 in a row, ladies and gentlemen. I don't think it's going to stop there. This team looks so incredibly good. Showmaker is going to be taken down, and now Dudu, he can just go further forward. They can look for even more, and it is obliteration here at the hands of the Kwangdong Freecs. And I think that the best pickup in the offseason has to be Cuz, man. He's so good, and the way that he's already meshed with this team is extraordinary. At 2-0. It was not even on my bingo card, even though it was on other people's.
It was a 2-0 stomp as well. And yeah.
These were some of the best highlights from today's LCK 2024 Spring Split matchup. Which moment was your favorite? Let me know in the comment section below. This is OP, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.